We stayed put. We're back at Salford for another season in the Premier League, but this time we're going for top half and we have spent big. And of course, today we're back with our first game of the season as we take on Brighton and Hove Albion. Let's get to it. Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So, another season is here and we are still at Salford. We looked at other jobs, nothing has come up for us yet. And of course the aim of Grassroots to Glory is to win the Premier League as the manager. So, we'll see what happens this season basically. We're going to keep on at Salford, keep pushing through and just seeing how far we can take this team. But of course, as always, before we get any further, if you're enjoying the series so far and like these videos, make sure you get down below, hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below on your best ever pre-season transfer. Because I feel like we've got some absolute gems in for this window. And we're going to start the season today against Brighton, but firstly, let's have a look at that transfer business. So the transfers actually started before July 1st with our first two acquisitions. Firstly, Fabio Silva comes in. The former Wolves man, he went to Southampton here, you can see, only last season for 1.1 million, but it wasn't a great return for it, and we've gone in now for 4.3 million. He's definitely an improvement on the front line that we had already. Still looks very good at 25. He can definitely be improved upon. Welcome in Fabio Silva. And joining him, formerly of Man City, comes in Tommy Doyle, age 25 or so now. Did a bit of an up-down career so far since Man City. He's been on loan a few times, Celtic, went on a free transfer to Middlesbrough, and had a very good season last season. Getting 4 goals, 5 assists. Season before that, getting 7 goals and 8 assists. So we thought, let's take the punt on him now. 7.75 million. It adds to that homegrown players as well, getting in someone who is English. So we thought, just in case we sneak into Europe, there's an off chance of it at some point maybe. Get Tommy Doyle in. It definitely improves midfield. Very good Mazzala, playmaker, box to box, and do a few different roles. Very good passing, good vision, good teamwork. He's got a lot about him. So welcome in Tommy Doyle. So that takes us to the point now where players started leaving. We go into the start of the new season. Pinnock is left on a free transfer now. We sold Josh Vickers off to Burnley. Peter's gone out on loan for the season. Niall Eanes being the big one. Going to Olympiacos. 9.75 million. World Cup winner. Niall Eanes has left the club now because we have bought in another striker. Of course, last season we had Ricky J. Jones on loan for the season. He has now joined us on a permanent deal. 10.5 million. He had a very good season, Jones. 13 goals, 6 assists in 33 appearances, 4 player of the matches. So we thought, let's make it a permanent. And joining him as well, Tong Ming, who we had on loan last season from Inter Milan, has now joined on a permanent. So you're wondering now, 3 strikers, 3 quality strikers in being this team. Obviously, Tong Ming didn't start much last season. 19 appearances after January coming in, 3 goals, 3 assists. He'll probably be the backup to Silva and to Jay Jones right now. 2 former Wolves boys linking up together now up front for Salford this season. We're hoping for some magic. So next up on the list, we have bought Sam Johnson in for 11 million from Marseille. He's 34 now, but we need an improvement in keeper. You saw with Sol Vickers. I'm still not convinced on that other keeper. So at 34, Sam Johnson comes in now. He never made it through the England team. Only 1 cap for England his whole career. But at 34 now, Johnson comes in, 6'4", big presence in the net. Still very, very good at 34. We can get a few years out of him, hopefully. Welcome in, Sam Johnson. So, the last 2 you'll see at the bottom of our screen here. We're paying quite a lot in loan fees for these 2. We've gone back to the barrel with Wolves firstly. With Stephen Bergwijn, formerly of Spurs. He went to Wolves, was on loan originally for 7.5 million, and now we're paying a 1.4 million loan fee to bring him in for the season. He's not bad. We got an optional future fee of 16.5 million, but it probably won't activate that most likely. But it's good depth on the wings, can play on the right, can play on the left. 29 years of age now, Bergwijn, still a very good player. Still in his peak years. Welcome in Stephen Bergwijn. And the last one, we've gone for a new John on loan for the season. We need some cover for right back and for centre back. So we looked at this guy from Liverpool. Iniesta Barros comes in now on loan for the season. I'm not sure how much of an active part have him in the team, but we need some more depth. And I thought, for that depth, mainly at centre back at 6'1", okay, it's not the best, but jump and reach 15, decent enough to do that role for us. We'll see how much he plays this season, but very much going to be a bit part player. Barros in, mainly for right back, but you never know, he could play centre back well this season. I guess we'll see. Welcome, Iniesta Barros. So at this point you might think now then, okay then, well the window's not shut yet. We've got about 2 weeks till the window shuts. And we still have 10 million left to go. And we've got a lot of money with our wage budget. So transfers might happen. They might not, we don't know. But going into the end of this transfer window closing, there's some big decisions to be made. But for now, this is how we're lining up. And we're getting to that first game now against Brighton and see just how different this team looks compared to last season. So off the back of last season, we did stay within the Premier League. We looked at other jobs, nothing came up. And this is what we're going with now. We're sticking with the diamond. Johnson goes in net, making his debut today with Ndongo, Luis Fabinho, Kilman and Davies at the back. Simmons in the anchor role still. The new midfield pairing now of Busio and Doyle, with Dowse, who we signed in that just January window, ahead of them, with Jones and Fabio Silva making their debuts today up front for Salford. We're against Brighton, so it's a very good team. We're hoping for 3 points. It's our first game of the season. We're going to be at home as well, so 3 points would be a great way to start the new season with Salford, going into the 27-28 campaign, and hoping this will be the season where we get that top half finish. And maybe push on with Salford, maybe we move. We're still not sure what could happen, but at the moment, we focus on Salford and we focus on a top half finish with them this season. So on a side note, before the match happens today, you can see it there on screen. The new era dawns at the Salford Stadium. That is correct. We have a new stadium now for Salford. Last season, we shared with Burnley at Turf Moor for the season, but now a 17,000 capacity stadium called the Salford Stadium in the heart of Salford has been built and is ready for our first game of the season today against Brighton. Gary Neville, the managing director, has added there that he hoped the match would be a spectacle for everyone in attendance. 17,000 capacity attendance venue for Salford this season and going forwards. Let's pack it out and get a big 3 points in our first game against Brighton. So here we go then. The first time in the new Salford Stadium. It's a big chance to impress on our home turf today. Can we start the season with a strong win? That's exactly what we're looking for here against Brighton anyways. Masenga gets the ball now. The former Bristol City boy, Tadibo. Again, some of these players have been around for a while now. As Ricky Jones gets the ball now on the edge of the box. Ball into the box. Oh, and Matthew Dowsey. We spent big on him last January to bring him in that shadow striker role. And he has kick-started the new life at the Salford Stadium off of a bang here. It's a big goal in the first 2 minutes of the game here. Ndongo wins the ball with the header. Finds Jones, runs wide, crosses it in, and Dowse with the volley, puts it home. Salford lead 1-0 against Brighton. The fans are going ecstatic. It's the first time in this brand new stadium for them, and they're seeing their team winning against Brighton. This is exactly the sort of team we need to be beating. Drakowski now has the ball for Brighton. Imagine to go long here, surely. Big ball upfield. All the way up. Well won by Fabiano. Lewis Porter wins it back. It's Porter again. Finds Jones. Wilson's through and he's missed an absolute sitter there for Brighton. A great chance for Brighton, but we'll take it. More of those being missed, please, because we do want to try and get top half this season. That is my aim for Salford. Get in that top 10 and building this team. Is Doyle now. Finds Jones. Surely for a second he's put it narrowly wide. It's a great chance for Ricky J. Jones. He needs to be hitting the target. Williams now. McAllister. Big switch from him. Finds a Gremy. Lewis Porter. Back in the box. McAllister. Only as far as Williams now on this left-hand side. Cuts back inside. Carrasco. McAllister. Oh, well cleared out by the boys though, but not far enough though as Curtis Jones now has the ball. Finds Gremy on the right-hand side. Ball back into the middle. It's a great save by Sam Johnson, making his debut today in the Salford red. Beautiful save from him. More of that. Just take your time now, boys. Get into the game. Get another one and see the job done. Davies now finds Busio into Doyle. Nice play from Salford here. A second goal before half-time would be ideal, but it's not a must at this point. We've been the better team so far. It's Jones and Ndongo, Doyle. Some great play yet again here from Salford. Backstick finds Fabio Silva. Back across goal and Dowse again. Matthew Dowse. The key signing from last January. We said he has a big future here at Salford. And he's made two now in that cam role. Making those runs into the box. And finding the back of the net. You couldn't ask for a better finish really. Fabio Silva plays it back across and Dow's first time effort puts it home. 2-0 Salford. So as we get into half time here, it's been mainly a Salford game so far. There's been chances for Brighton. There has been chances. Not a complete conclusion yet that we're going to win this one, but their possession and their chances could be worrying. But I mean, the conversion rate, mainly of Dow's getting two now, with both of those strikers assisting him there. That is exactly what you want to see going to half time. I'm going to tell the boys they're doing very well. I'm very happy with how things are going. Let's keep it up. And let's get into the second half now and get the job done. We've got a corner here. Doyle now. Swings it in. Fabiano, it's a great save. I thought it was a great save, but it says it's been a goal kick actually. He actually did miss the target there. Salford up in the fourth currently right now. I mean, stop the count. Just stop it there, ref. Right, going into the final almost 20 minutes here. Nothing much really happened, honestly. It's been a bit of a quiet second half. We've had the better chances so far, but with nothing much happening now. Time for a few changes. Let's get Kilkenny in for a bit. We get Simmons off here. This is a good game, but again, fairly quiet the last 20 or so minutes. We'll get him rested up here. I mean, no one else really has changed at this point, really. I'll probably get the new boys in, so we'll get Mings on for a little bit here. Get Fabio Silva Ross. And I'm going to get Bergwijn in that camera. Actually, no, because Dowes is on a hat-trick already. Maybe not. We'll leave Bergwijn for now. We'll leave Bergwijn. We'll see if Dowes gets that hat-trick first. Maybe bring him on that camera roll. We have bought him in case we do play a bit wider, but the majority of the season at the moment, it looks like we're going to go for these diamonds yet again because it's done so well. And you can see today, the results are positive so far. There's a throw-in now. Ming loses out on that one. The counter could have been on there, but Kilkenny wins it back greatly. Finds Kilman, Luis Fabiano, drives forward now. And just goes all about Sam Johnson. Just take your time, boys, now. We're 2-0 up, 15 minutes to go. No need to rush. As Dowes, he's going by himself. I mean, he should have passed it. Jay Jones is clear, onside, one-on-one with the keeper. He doesn't pass the ball, though. It's a great opportunity to get his hat-trick, I guess, but at the same time, he needs to be passing those balls. There's Brighton now. Could make up for that. McAllister from distance. Narrowly wide. Narrowly wide. So 5 minutes to go. See this one out now. Bergwijn's going to come on as a striker now, but I can't imagine we're going to get too many more chances, really. We'll praise the boys here. Going into the last few seconds of the game. Big ball by Ndongo. Straight into Jakowski's arms there for the Brighton keeper. Nice and easy for him. Big ball forward now. Ball gets flicked on. Wilson's through, and Mark Wilson gets one back. Salford 2, Brighton 1. You'd think it'd be too late, surely, for an equaliser at this point, really. We're in the 91st minute here. It's a great flick on. It's a great feature from Wilson. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Johnson, slow to react there. I mean, he's 34. It's going to happen possibly from time to time, but you'd hope it wouldn't happen in such a key part of the match. McAllister, free kick. I mean, they don't get much closer, really, in the dying seconds of this match, really. Johnson gets the ball now. Kilman. Just hold on tight, boys, here. Busio finds Dowsey. Runners there. Bergwijn's through. If he can cut back here, the options around him, and it's been smashed out of play by Solota. With seconds to go on the clock, surely it's going to be a Salford victory now. With Davis on the ball to take this throw in. Should take his time here. Be a time wasting. No rush. Busio, Dowles, finds Kilkenny, ball into the box, goes to absolutely no one, and that is that. A great victory in the opening day of the season for Salford in the new stadium as well. 3 points, a great way to start. Let's build on this now this season and aim for that top 10 finish. So a huge victory for Salford, beating Brighton on the opening day of the season. But can we keep up this form now? And can we get that top 10 finish we desire this season? As always, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this episode of Grassroots to Glory, of course, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. Give the video a thumbs up. And let us know in the comments section, where do you think we need to improve on this team? There's money there left in the bank. The window's about to close. Let me know in the comments section. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.